hey, don't pick up the phone, don't answer the door or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, so never did. It was actually because I remember one time I was sick, and the school called up, like, one of my old elementary school, and they're just like, hey, this is the kid. Okay, what's going on? I'm sick, so I'm home. So I'm staying, now, and they're just like, oh, are you by yourself? And I'm like, yes. So they literally they sent one officer over just to like check up on me, and the guy just kind of walked around and was like, I just want to make sure your house is safe and not dangerous for a little kid like you to just kind of hang out at. And after that, he left, and I know my mom came by later that day. It was like, you answered the phone. I don't want you doing that ever again. I think just instinctively I've just always been like, all right, never again. And I look at the phone, I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm just like, what? No. I'm like, nope. Oh, man. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah?
God, who just sent me a message just right now?
Yeah.
And just kind of, like, glitched my entire fucking phone up. God, fuck off. Dude, what the fuck? I don't even know what just was sent to me. I just...
It's under your text or something?
Yeah, and I saw a message that said, what do you think? And it had a picture. I didn't know what it was, and it just reverted back to here. So, whatever. Whatever, phone. Be weird. Glitch out and stuff. How about that? Oh my god, now my holder wants to glitch out. Oh my goodness. I guess I won't know what that picture is until after I'm done with this, whenever that is. God, I'm just realizing, like, how banged up my hands are now. Like, I got, like... Damn. Yeah, I got like I got a blister, blister, another blister. There's one of my fingers over here somewhere, probably healed up by now. But I got like a wound from like a long time ago. I got another blister right there from cooking some pizza last night. I got like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I've been burnt up so much in my hands. My hands have been burnt. Like, soon they're just not gonna have any feelings in my hands. Let's all be first. Yes, let's all be first. Indeed. And I'm still feeling like that constipation, too, from those fucking corn dogs. Like, it's been better, but...
Yeah.
Like, it wreaked some havoc. It left some after damage, I guess. Feeling better, all come out okay? I don't think all of it's out yet. I really don't think it is, because I still, like, it's way better than it was, but it still feels, like, shitty. And I don't mean that literally, but I guess I do too, but, I mean, it's better than it was. It's that much. There's that much that could be said. Man, one else, a dumb little story that I heard, and honestly, I just, like, it's just so dumb. Like, it's surprisingly not a Florida man, but it's a story, it's a yearbook story for, like, some high school or whatever. So, this high school kid thought it'd be, like, I guess cool to just have, like, a MAGA hat or whatever for his yearbook picture, so he had one taken with one on. And I guess at the end of the year, when the yearbook came out, one of the yearbook editors is like, oh, how dare they? And then, like, blurred it a little bit, so you can't tell what hat it really was. And and then the school tried to cover that and be like, we didn't realize for the procedures of, like, you know, when the student edits it and then the teacher overlooks it all. And, like, they're saying, oh, we didn't notice this and it was a mistake and we didn't mean for this to happen, you know, but... It's kind of hard to mistake blurring out a hat
Really.
You know, so I'm just sitting here like, okay, you could have just owned up and said one of your students, for some reason, really despised the fact that kid was wearing the hat and tried to blur it out, and then the teacher overrid it and said, no, you can't just blur out a freaking hat over a damn hat. And it's just like, it was so dumb. Like, I legit, like, hate everybody in this story. Like, because because the kid's excuse for wearing it was like, I just want to wear it because I just like him. And that was literally it. It's like, he didn't even have a really, like, I'm pretty sure he probably got it from his parents and was just wearing it. Probably doesn't give a fuck about politics and just was like, I hear what my parents say about it. I like what they have to say and stuff. I like the hat. I want to wear it. You know, so it's just like, the kid probably has no clue about actual politics, and then the other kids who probably, you know, who still also just as much don't have as much of a clue about politics as they do,
right.
You know, are just like, oh, how dare they? Because they probably hear their parents say, like, oh, you know, Trump's bad, you know, whatever, so they're, like, freaking out about it. And then the teacher, like, probably was like, oh, well, okay, I'm going to, whatever, this is not a big deal to me, I don't give a shit, you know, so he didn't do anything. It's like, I just hate everything about the story. It was just like, the kid, like, I don't care what he wears, but, one thing I would say that is dumb, though, would be to, like, wear something political for a yearbook picture, because within 10 years, I guarantee you probably don't have the same views as then. It's just like, that one makes no sense, you know, it's just like, you're probably gonna look back, kid, and be like, wish it wasn't wearing the hat, but maybe not, who knows, so, I mean, but... It's just like, the whole thing was just so dumb. It was just like, It's like, we can't just, like, look at it and be like, hey, look, you probably shouldn't wear the hat, but whatever, you wore it, you got a picture, here it is. You know, it's just like, no big deal. At least everyone in the school will be like, oh, look, here's the MAGA kids. I mean, if anything, you know, it probably would have been kind of negative for them anyway, because then all the kids will be like, oh, or at least the kids that don't like, you know, MAGA kids or whatever, be like, oh, there's the MAGA kid, and be like, you know, and then, you know, probably find his little clique of, you know, MAGA kids too, because they saw in with the hat, so it's just like, you're pretty much just creating more social cliques in high school with that. You just created, like, 2 new cliques, pretty much. Like, the cliques for the MAGA hat kid, and then the clique against the kid is at the school. It's like, oh my god. It's just such a dumb...
School district just ban hats. Either Portland or Salem.
Yeah, I know, like, there actually was a reason why, because there was a hat ban even when I was growing up. And there was an actual reason why they had, like, a hood, like, you couldn't wear a hood or a hat, is because it was easy to conceal earbuds. Now, with a hat, I found that kind of dumb and ridiculous. With hoods, at least that was understandable. And, like, so, you know, like, they actually, at least there was, like, a reason as to why they were saying it. Whether you agreed with it or not, at least it's an understandable position. But just because, like, a kid has, like, is wearing a hat that is somewhat politically charged, is, like, it does, you know, it wouldn't make that much of a difference to me. I was drunk mental tea last night. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm, like, low-key triggered about that. I'm like, I said y'all want to hang out, meaning all of you, and you just drop his drunk ass. Like, I was expecting a little bit more than just him, like, he literally, without, like, waiting, started rummaging for the fridge a bit, and I was just like, motherfucker, you didn't even ask yet! It's just like, at least you usually ask me, but now you're just like, pfft. He's like, what's all there in here? I'm like... Like, what the hell? And I forgot my stuff too, but here, I'll be right back. I need to grab a few things. Harley was sleeping, Logan was cooking carne, and I had to leave. Damn. Give Mental T a corn dog. I tried. We actually tried. He pussied out last second. Like, he was about to eat the corn dogs, and then he's like, wait, how many did you have? And I'm like, 2. And he had 2 in his hand. And he was like, in his drunken state, like, nah, I don't think I want these anymore. Let's have, like, this pizza. And I'm just like, oh my god. Now, I was making ramen, and he was, like, thinking that ramen was for him, too. And I'm just like, this is you're literally looking at my dinner. Like, you want some of my dinner? Seriously? It's like, alright, I'll make this pizza, and I'll eat that, too, and plump myself up a little bit. My god. Oh my goodness. Like, being sober and being with a drunk Tyler is a lot different than also being drunk with Tyler. It's just like, there's a difference. And oh my god. Woo! Man, it's kind of a chore. I'm really...
explain to him there's actually 3 people eating here, and we don't have very much money, so if you want to eat, bring some food.
Yeah, I mean, because the pizza was whatever, but, because, I mean, I was eating it too, and Dad ate some too, so, I mean...
Yeah, well, Dad got it too, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want Dad, no.
Yeah, so, yeah, we made sure that what we made, I made the ramen for myself, I ate all that, and then we made a pizza for, and Dad was awake too at that point still, so he had some, so... Yeah, but I was just like, oh my god. I mean, sober time is a lot easier to deal with, but if you're sober and he's drunk, oh my god, it's a chore. It's a chore. I mean, to be fair, I think anybody who's drunk would be a chore to deal with. Mm-hmm. Just to be fair. But I mean, oh my goodness. It was like, okay, just chill for a sec. It's just like, let's watch an episode of H.P. Lovecraft or something. Why didn't Tyler buy food at Winco? I don't know. And you want to know something else? He gets a major craving for ice cream when he's here. Nowhere else but here. You'll always have a craving for ice cream here, but nowhere else. So every time he comes here, he wants me to go walk with him to Sevy's to go get some ice cream. And honestly, I'm just like, half of the time it's okay. I'm alright with it, but honestly, yesterday, I didn't even want to hear the word fucking ice cream. I still don't want to a little bit. I'm actually kind of like, just saying it. Because of what happened to me. I'm like, I mean, ice cream ain't the end of the world for me, but corn dogs is a debatable thing. But the ice cream, like, there's just no way. And then eventually, like, he was too tired to go up there, so I was like, alright, that's at least good, but oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness. Definitely can be quite a chore sometimes. What's something I was mentioning before? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this poker game just reset itself. Now I'm about 67th, or I thought it was.
Damn.
Still not.
Or maybe that's your place on the scoreboard overall. So maybe a few people bumped up ahead of you, and it just kind of slowly brought you back down a little bit. It's probably what happened.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh shit, the oranges are multiplying? What oranges? Oranges? What are these oranges you speak of? I only see tomates. I see tomatinos. I don't see no blasphemous oranges. I see the great and wondrous tomatinos. Today is Wednesday. Yeah. Something. Yeah, and yeah, I haven't gone on it yet, but I've been cleaning my room most of the day. Got my floor all nice and vacuumed. Now it looks all nice. And got my a bunch of my boxes that are slowly bleeding out of my closet condensed. Went through some of that. And then yeah, I got at least 2 boxes out. Like I emptied what's a tomato? Like a tomato? Indeed. Those are tomatoes. Yes. Signor Tomato and the Great Tomatinos. I need Signor Tomato to actually, like, be hugging all of them. So I'll add... Eventually I'm just going to add more in my spare time, and then a fat one right there. Just hugging them all. And the fat one will be Signor Tomato. And goodness gracious, he will be absurd looking when he's so wide and huge. But... the Signor Tomato is wide and huge with the bountiful harvest of the rhythm of life. I'll have to show you the origins of Signor Tomato, because it's great. I love Signor Tomato. Grinding.
Thank you.
He needs to see him dancing. I mean, all these right here are GIFs, so technically they should be moving, but they only get displayed as images, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I think it's just one of the consequences of being on mobile, where some of my options are kind of limited. So, it's whatever. Actually, I honestly should have made this been given the opportunity to try to stream on my PC, but I'm gonna work with that a little bit before I actually start doing that. Now that this is all going up with a new internet connection and all that. At least, I can get another ignorance take before the end of the week. And then, I want to try to do another Filmographic Nihilist, where we watch another movie. Though I want to, I'm gonna go try to find one, for that, probably sometime tomorrow, either before or after I do my, ignorance take too. Because there has to be another absurdity that we need to watch.
Yeah, Felix, yeah.
Oh my, that wouldn't even be allowed on YouTube. Oh my god. I mean, I would, because, I mean, like, it's actually a pretty good, movie, but it's just, I mean, it's X-rated. There's no way that's being on YouTube.
Right, no,
it would have to be so heavily censored. Or at least when it comes to the visuals. Like, audio is, who cares about that? Like, I can get away with that. But, the visuals, though. And also, I don't know if that movie's copyrighted, because the key to doing my movie commentary is to make sure... I can't just do, like... I can't do a movie like The Avengers or some shit. Like, I have to find, like, some obscure schlock films or, like, random 80s, 90s flicks that are just obscure and stuff like that. And just, like, random movies that people have made, you know? Right. Just, there's, like... I could, but the way I have to do is upload them on a different platform instead of YouTube, because then I can at least have an idea that at least the ability to kind of get away with it, depending on the platform's abilities to keep it up as well. As I know with Vimeo, they allow, depending, at least to an extent, like, because I know there was a movie commentary that was done by DFF when they were doing their Cinema for Cynics, and they did American Psycho 2 with Mila Kunis and all that. So that's a big movie that they did, and it is possible. So eventually, once I expand on the Vimeo some more, I'll start branching off into the more just actual legit, just bad movies that, you know, need to be kind of picked apart at that are new and copyrighted and stuff. Did you listen to Hermits? Yeah, I got a chance to listen to that. Henry VIII. Oh my goodness.
Henry VIII. Yeah, I remember that.
Barbarella. It's on a list. I need to make sure that it's okay for YouTube, because again, that's the key. Like, as long as I can get away with it being uploaded to YouTube, I should be alright.
Oh, yeah.
Like I may be able to get away with certain flicks, but the thing is, like, if they're on YouTube and not copyrighted and just free to watch, those are the ones I'd be wanting to look at. YouTube allows movie commentaries if done a certain way. Look at Cinemassacre. Oh, I know about Cinemassacre. Yeah, you have to do it a certain way, but the way I want to do it is also have everyone else watch it too. So the movie's in one corner, we're in another corner, and there you go. You know, and I know to a certain extent YouTube won't allow that. And with the movie I started with, Cutie Honey, the reason why I got away with that is because both versions was available for YouTube, the English dub and the original Japanese version. So it was very easy to get away with that. And that's how I was able to watch it. Like, because if it's on YouTube, it's good, basically. And it's not copyrighted. And it wasn't, so. Like, there was, like, a little thing. It's like, next movies to watch and stuff. So it recognized that what we were watching a movie, but it didn't give it a strike or nothing, which is good. That's why that's pretty much the requirements. Is that if it's on YouTube, and it being on YouTube isn't copyrighted or, you know, strict with anything, we're good.
You know, we have YouTube in there.
Oh, on the TV. Oh, yeah.
And
actually, that's pretty cool.
Actually, you can go to YouTube and sign in, and actually they have a little code you can put in. So,
that's pretty cool.
It just saves your, you know, what you want. That's what's wrestling when it go.
Yeah, I saw you watching it earlier when I was going back and forth, getting some recycling now.
Okay, cool, man. I can go back a week or so ago when I watched what I watched. It's just previews, what's basically, you know, cut down, but still it's good.
Yeah.
Telling you where everybody's at.
So known as a soft porn as opposed to a hard porn. Now, how do they define the difference? There actually is a difference. Hard porn is basically just porn. You know, you get to see everything going on.
Pornhub.
Well, yeah, basically, you know, just like go on any porn site and you'll find out. But softcore is basically the actors are probably not even doing it, and they're positioned and with the camera in a certain way to make it look like they actually are. And they might be exposed, like, you know, you might see some titty and something, but, like, you're not going to see anything besides that. And the cameras are positioned in a certain way, so it looks like they are doing something, and it kind of leaves you to the imagination to kind of fill the rest. But beyond that, there's not much else. And also, I mean, that's, like, the most extent, like, a softcore porn could go until it actually is. I mean, beyond that, anything from there, you know, going less risque and less, you know, sexual gets, you know, up in there as well. So it just kind of depends. Like, even like a pinup poster would technically be considered like a softcore porn type of thing, even though I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily call it that, because I think a pinup is a separate thing. But I mean, if you want to get kind of technical, depending on the pinup, it would be like a softcore porn. Woohoo! Netanyahu failed to form a government, so Israel's going to do a second election. Huh. I don't pay much attention to their politics besides what they're doing foreign policy-wise, so interesting. I don't know if it feels, I mean, with that, I mean, it could go a number of different ways, and I have a weird feeling that Netanyahu will probably just use this as an opportunity to solidify more power for himself and his government, so that's probably what would happen, and thus nothing would change. In fact, probably get worse. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. I'd like to see at least a somewhat of a change governmental-wise over there.
Uh-huh.
For me on that one, I'm only withholding my celebration up until like the elections happen on this one, because still it feels like it could go in a direction where it will probably potentially get worse in that scenario, where if he does solidify more power and authority over the nation, that also consequently will trickle down into the foreign policy, which is what he's continuing to want to do by trying to establish like a greater Israel type of regime. Maybe times are changing. Has the world had enough of Trump and his dictator friends? No, of course not. Because it's not Trump's friends. He's a part of the whole establishment. He's not a separate entity, separate from everything. Like, he had, like, let's put it this way, like, with Saudi, like, he has, I mean, he's at least single-handedly, at least 11 times over, broke the Embargo Clause working with Saudi Arabia. And also, just recently, he did, like, an emergency initiative where he can get, override Congress to get $8 billion to Saudi Arabia. What? So, yeah, they're not tired of that. They're not tired of it. The only reason why Congress refused is because of the whole crisis in Yemen going on, which is being perpetrated by Saudi Arabia. And there is actually not hardline bipartisan support, but there is some partisan support in the bill to try to stop funding and arming in that. So they don't like the fact that we're directly aiding in that, but they still want to aid Saudi Arabia, just not in that way. They'd rather do it economically, not militaristically. But either way, they don't care. They still get money lined in their pockets. Trump said they fell in love with him and baby Wudu Fad of North Korea. You want to know why he said they fell in love with him? Because he's so easy to be their little puppet to control. He does what they want so he can get what he wants. That's how it works. It's how especially Trump works. I want to do this for myself, so what will you like me to do in order so I can do this? I don't know. Why don't we give us a bunch of money? Because we're the Saudis and we will like to use that money to go do more genocide. Tremendous. Agreed. Obama did the same thing, by the way. Like, he was doing the same shit with funding and helping Saudi Arabia, too. I mean, because the whole thing is that the establishment is friends with Saudi Arabia. The whole establishment is. It's not just one specific character or not. Why do you think we've had continuous close ties with them since well after the fucking 2000s? Like, probably way prior to that, even. Like, the first Bush had, HW had ties to Saudi Arabia before he was even, before that family got even heavily involved in politics like they did. So, they are, like, America's always been buddy-buddy of Saudi Arabia. They've been our best friends. They give us oil, and we get money out of it. He said the other day, I'm a stable genius. Sounds like something a stable genius would say. Sounds like something an egotist would say. And what do you know? He's an egotist. A brazen, self-centered egotist that, as long as he is good at the end of the day, he doesn't really care who he stabs in the back or who gets trampled or who gets benefited. As long as he is. Like, let's go back into the way we backs of 2017, right when Trump got inaugurated. He literally went up to Comey, basically, and because Comey was cracking down Hillary a little bit. And he was thinking, hey, I like this. I like what you do. I think we could work together. But before we do this, can you not investigate me? Like, he basically tried to bribe Comey into not investigating him. And of course, Comey refused. And when you know, he got fired. Because he wasn't going to benefit Trump. He was a loose end, so he had to cut it. It wasn't because of some, he just was trying, he actually saw merit or anything. He was just doing his fucking job. And because what Trump wanted overruled the law on what his job was inquiring him to do, he got fired for it. I also forgot, apparently most Trump heads hate John Bolton. And yet they still praise Trump, who praises fucking Bolton and his cronies. Funny, ain't it? The same dumbasses who don't like John Bolton are letting him freely just, like, go in administration and not actually do anything about it. Because it might hurt Trump's fifis. Might make him look like a leftist or something. I was just even getting in a fucking argument with some guy on the YouTube comments earlier. Dude was like, I was just pretty blunt, honestly. I was just like, most Americans are straight up fucking dumb. Outright. I'm just blunt. I'm just kind of a sorry not sorry thing, but when it comes to most people in this country, they just are really dumb with how they operate, with how they try to, like, deal with themselves, try to deal with their current situation at hand. Not, entirely due to a fault of their own, but sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. Every circumstance is different depending on the person, the scenario. But, dude, like, a lot of how our system's been built, it's just been built to make people just dumb.
Oh!
You almost made it. You hit that, which caused it to kind of hit the rim a little. It didn't land it in the cat food. And Bear wants food.
Honey, I thought you were sleeping there. I saw you asleep. Yeah, you were. Why don't you stretching now, huh? You don't need no food.
Goofball. You no. Hot?
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Look there.
Start getting his mind now that if he follows you with food, you'll get it. You little punk. Wow. You're gonna play the weight game now, are you? Lay down, just play the waiting game.
Yeah. Smell a bag. They take forever to chew. Needs a little bit more. I'll be back with it. Yeah.
Feed the poor baby. Dude, that dog is fine. Oh my goodness. Don't want to get him fat. Good lord. That'll be a no bueno to have that little mutt all big plump. He's just fine the way he is. He's actually, like, pretty good health for how he's doing. For a dog his age, he's actually in pretty decent health, so. And good weight, so he's just fine. It's his runt sister that has all the problems. I mean, being the runt, generally the runt of a litter always is going to have some issues being developed. And on top of that, she just straight up does, like, poor little thing looks like a fucking football. And I don't even, like, and it's be honest, I think if I remember right, it's because she actually does, like, because some dogs have eating disorders, and she has one. So she just will, eat and just not stop, basically. Like, and she'll, eat shit from straight up cat food and stuff to, anything. She ate fucking chocolate once, and is still alive from that, surprisingly. I was, like, when we found out, she was already, like, halfway through the fucking bar, and we were like, what the fuck? We were freaking out, and we just, like, instantly rushed her to the vet and got her, and everything, but, like, fuck, that was just, like, damn. I was like, that was crazy. I think that was, like, a couple years ago, but still. It's like, what the hell?
What happened?
Oh, the time, we found Bella eating chocolate once.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what was another thing? Yeah, but she's just got so many issues, poor little thing. But, I mean, Bear's still, like, actually, like, for his age, too, even, in relatively decent health.
What?
No? Yeah, exactly. It's all there is. It's just chips. And you don't want chips. He literally was like, no, I don't want that. Like, shook his head no. It's like, no, I don't want it.
I like chips. I wish I could get over this cold, man. It just rained.
Yeah, I'm still, like, having some constipation a little bit. I mean, like I said from earlier, it's not as bad, but my goodness, it really just, like, will just, like, beat you down. So it's like, damn. Today was my first day using my stationary exercise bag. Oh, cool. Those things are pretty cool. I mean, I don't need one because I have bikes, but they're always really cool. I mean, it's actually a pretty good, like, I don't know if they exist, but I want one where it can, like, change elevation and shit depending on, like, how you want to set it up. So, like, I can practice trying to go up hills and stuff, because that would be, or at least, build the strength to go up hills more, because honestly, when it comes to climbing hills, oh my god, I hate it. Riding bikes up hills is brutal. And there's a lot of hills here, so, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so and there's a lot of steep ones, too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the, like, I can handle going up inclines. It's just those steep-ass hills that are just like, like this freaking steep or whatever. It's just like, what the hell?
Like Fardell?
That one, or 52nd Way over there. What's another one? There's, what's another really steep-ass one? There's I think it's, I mean, there's, Harrison down there is a ways, but it's not big. It's just really steep, but it's not a huge one. So, I mean, I can go, sometimes I can get all the way through that one, but sometimes I can't.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, there's not as...
and that's a bad,
yeah, I mean, there's not as many here, but once you, like, just in surrounding areas, there's a lot of them, and oh my goodness. Especially like the Happy Valley regions to the east, like, oh my god. Oh my god, it looks like a nightmare going up those, and they go curving around too, and oh my goodness, it looks like a nightmare. Doc said she should be doing 30 minutes a day. That's actually a pretty decent little thing. I made it for 2 minutes. Gonna try for 4 tomorrow. Well, don't push yourself. Just, you know, do it casually. You know, you do, like, the thing is about, like, treat it like a cruiser, like a beach cruiser or something. Don't treat it like it's some mountain bike you're trying to, like, you know. Like, if you haven't, especially if you haven't ridden in a while, definitely want to treat it like a beach cruiser. Just, you know, kind of casually start it, you know, near, like, once you're kind of halfway done with, you know, your set, you know, kind of speed it up a little bit, you know. Once you're, like, near the last little bits, then you kind of start getting really quick about it. So you kind of build your cardio up to meet with it. If you just go really quick, then you're going to poop yourself out.
Yeah, there you go. This.
I mean, riding an actual bike is a little different because depending on the bike, too, you might want to get yourself a kickstart. So you might want to go, whoa, 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 and then you want to just kind of lay back and cruise after that so you get the speed. But some bikes, you don't always have to, but, you know, it just kind of depends. I guess also depends on rider style, too. Some people like to kind of boost themselves out. Some people like to kind of cruise. So if you want to go for a decent amount of time, especially for like 30 minutes, just do it kind of casually for a bit. And then speed yourself up as you go on.
No, I couldn't even get on a bike.
Well, I guess we could get an exercise bike and have something for practice. So then you can kind of work yourself up to it. Honestly, I think that would be good for Tyler too. Even now, I'm realizing it, because then I can help him with his balance. Maybe I'm trying to get those riding legs like Stefan has. Well, I mean, I kind of do too. To be fair, I mean, I ride my bikes not as frequent as Stefan probably does, but I ride it pretty frequently. Oh my God, yeah. We should probably just all succumb and just like look at Harley, because he rides his bike everywhere. That's his like main form of transportation right there.
Mm-hmm. I always recommend.
So yeah, that too. Main mode transportation, the number one thing he's working with the entire time.
What happened to Tyler's street motor?
It doesn't have brakes really, so he doesn't want to ride it on a regular basis because of that. So that's the main reason, which is just like really, but he's gonna like I want to like look at it because I think I could probably find a way to institute like a brake system.
Yes, who's this?
I like the bike has a table in front for food and cup holder for a drink. Nice. I ride almost daily. More than me. I don't ride every day, but I ride weekly.
Can you
so.
hear myself? Yeah, 971-344-7585. Not me over here. 344-7585. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Who was all that?
No, sir.
Oh. Okay. Guy hooking up Bryce has measured. Call right back. I gotta hook up. Alright, it has measures for heart rate, etc. as I go. Nice. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, just for even my dad too, that'll probably be a good idea. Have like a tiny little exercise area. Have like an exercise bike and a few weights and like a yoga ball or something. Oh my God, you're scouring the lands for more food. Goodness gracious. Wow.
Oh, we're already running for a new meter. Right, okay, yeah. Me and Andrew's only one in the house, so. Yeah, Richard. I mean, I call Richardson on there on the account also. Both of us are.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'll.
That's me.
Are you available a little later today, or?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, it doesn't matter.
While he's doing that, I'll just go step outside for a bit. We don't need to hear all these.
About 10 or 12. Or probably at least 12.
Well, y'all don't need to hear these. It's random conversation about random things There we go. Let's be outside for a bit. Show the nice fresh air. Oh, here. I need to grab one more thing, though. Okay, cool. At least my burps are doing good. Riding almost daily with my exercise bike and heart rate going freely. Do 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 do. Oh. Well, we've got one of our kitties just chilling over here. AAA, the hanging vines from the trellises. Yep. Got one of our cats just sleeping over there. Doing her thing. She must be just enjoying herself. She's been out here all day. Though she's just like woken up and now it's just like, alright, there's a human. What's going on? Because she's kind of skittish. Which is kind of a bummer, because she's so soft and a very sweet kitty. Bark, bark! Bork goes the annoying yap dog. So what's the next concert you're going to? Don't know yet. I'll see what's next on agenda. But, what I was just about to say? So I don't normally, check these out, but, I decided to check out this, like a guided sleep meditation type of thing as something to listen to. And it was one that was a little experimental. It was one to induce nightmares. And honestly, I didn't get any results of it, but it was definitely quite an intriguing thing. It was like, I'll explain how it was like guided through. It was essentially, you start at first, at a pleasant beach, essentially, and then you kind of goes into a void in black, and then there's a door that's quite unsettling, and you vaguely can't remember where it's from, but it's a very unsettling door, and as you get closer to it, it opens and there's nothing out, there's nothing through, but then like this unsettling room that's really dirty, and then suddenly, with the trick of the imagination, becomes a maze with doors, ladders, tunnels going anywhere. And then it kind of like sets you off, for a moment, and as you go to sleep. And I didn't get any results from it. I wasn't really dreaming anything that I could remember from last night, but it was definitely quite interesting. I might give it a shot again, see if it, see what just try to get in a different, like, state of mind or something like that, I guess. I don't know. It was really interesting. I'll have to try another one out. But I want to, see if there's other ones that are kind of, I wouldn't necessarily maybe say nightmare inducing, but kind of unsettling. Because I do love really weird, creepy things. And I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And I don't really get them in my dreams too often. I sometimes do, when I'm just like, what the fuck? But not always. And it'll be kind of interesting to, maybe try, a little something to kind of induce one. Are you interested in Coheed and Cambria plus Mastodon? Because of Mastodon, I'm already interested, so, yeah. I mean, for $17, basically, fuck yeah. I saw the, thing for it that you sent on the group text thing, and I was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm totally down to go to that. Then I think my phone proceeded to explode for about all day. And I was constipated and not feeling good because I ate some shit bad corn dogs. And yeah, it was just a no bueno. It was no bueno, man. Oh, man, I don't even think I told you about it. Like, I was so fucking, like, so on Monday night, I ate, guess what? Okay, so I was trying to find something to eat, and I couldn't really find anything but, like, a pizza or that I can cook in the oven, or, like, eggs I can make, or, like, corn dogs that I can just kind of whip up real quick for something. Because I didn't want to make it a whole big process because it was late at night, and I'm just like, well, there are these corn dogs here. So I get 2 of those, and then you know, I'm cooking them up or whatever. And then I'm like, I do have some ice cream too, chocolate chip cookie dough. So I'm like, I'll have some of that too. Why not? So I'm having like a little munchy late night thing to kind of fill myself up before I go to sleep. You know, you think nothing out of the ordinary, right? Well, the next morning, I'm basically feel like I've just been stabbed in the stomach. And then someone decided to leave that in there, just like leave it there and just like chill. And then every now and then they'll come back and just go, you know, just kind of jam it and like slish it around and just leave it there. That was like for the first half of my day. Second half of it, which is what I'm still kind of feeling, it was just utter constipation all fucking day too. You know, I was feeling all day too as well. On top of it, with those like stomach pains and shit, which I don't. Luckily, I'm not feeling those anymore. But oh my god, it was just fucking awful. And like, eventually, I went to the bathroom. I think when I was doing my stream, let the salt flow or whatever I called it, and I went to the bathroom to try to deal with it, and I came back, and while I was in there, I was thinking, how in the fuck did this even happen? Why am I getting hit so bad all at once, man? Like, because I don't got a cold or a flu or anything, because I don't got that. It's not that. And I was like, you know what, this has to have been something I've eaten. So then I thought, what did I eat? Then I thought about the very last thing I did. And it was those corn dogs and that fucking ice cream. Both at once. And I just went, motherfucker. Like, I was just like, no! And then I came back in, I'm like, Robert, I figured out the culprit. And it was like, what was that? And I'm just like, it was these corn dogs, man. And he went, because he realized they weren't really good anymore. Well, technically they still are. They're not expired yet. They expired like in June. And I'm just like, bullshit they did, because I basically had a little minor food poisoning. And, oh man, the ice cream on top of that. What the fuck was I thinking? But, yeah, and it was just bad. And today I'm still kind of feeling it, but it's not really as bad anymore. But, oh my god. It just knocked me the fuck out, dude. Sunday, June 23rd. Should be able to get that day off. Maybe, maybe not. I do know I have a... Oh, wait. 23rd, Sunday? I'm just realizing this. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be in town, actually. If it's the 23rd, I don't think I'll be in town. I might be coming home from Montana at that time. I got a fucking funeral I have to go to over there. That's just the same corn dogs you tried to eat to get Tyler to eat. Yeah. Yep. He almost ate them because he was drunk enough to not give a shit. I'm just sitting here like, go right ahead. I don't give a fuck what you do to yourself at that point. Go ahead. Maybe just need things to move and feel better. Well, I mean, that's kind of the reason why I was working in my room for most of the day. And, I mean, like, it did kind of help, but not too much. Not entirely. It did a little bit. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm just reminded of something so funny. Oh no. Oh my god. So I saw something on Twitter the other day. Last night actually. It was right after I was about to go to bed. I was browsing Twitter late at night. And there's this Twitter Twitter handle called Perfectly Cut Screams. And there's this one. There's this one of this little fucking kid. Oh my god. I don't. Oh god. Okay, so he. Oh fuck. So he had a frog on his arm, and he was freaking out because poor kid doesn't know better. I mean, it's just a frog. It's harmless, but he think he's scared of what it could do or whatever because he doesn't know. So he's freaking out, and I'm pretty sure it's his mom comes over. It's like, what's the matter? Oh, it's just a frog. It's whatever. So, oh my god. So, and then she pokes it, and then it hops, but it hops on it hops on the poor kid's face. It hops on his face, and he's like, hops on his face, and he goes, ah! He just screeches, and then the video stops right there. But it lands like right on his face. But holy fuck! I mean, now that we have internet, let's try to find it. Oh man, you know what? Let's find it. I had a stream last night. Don't you sleep right? Yes, I do. I just said right before I was going to bed, and then I literally died of laughter for for about 40 minutes. It's not as funny explaining it. It's better to watch it. Just dropping stuff in here. Here. Let's go find this video. Oh, doggo. Something to think about. Okay. Let's see here. Oh shit, it's not even connected. Well, fuck. God damn it, stuck. Fuck. Oh shit, did Arlie tell you about his whiskey plan? He did not. He did not tell me at all. Came up with what? What? Huh. What? It's not connected here. What's going on? What? Alright, spot. Oh man, it's probably not even connected on your side. Great. I just realized my dilemma. I just realized I can't watch it. Fuck. Because I don't think this connection here is connected to over there. Here, I should probably check that out really quick. I'll be right back. Figure this out. Maybe that episode of the show? I have no idea. I can't even tell. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Weird. Huh. This is confusing. Wait, oh my god. Well, oh, I think I just realized because the thing isn't plugged in. When I was looking at this stupid thing, I'm realizing it. He's gonna get a $120 whiskey import from the UK. Holy fuck. Damn, son. Impressive right there. I've been trying to find like some Icelandic liquor, but that's like goddamn impossible to find. Like I straight up have been trying to find some, and it's just impossible. Oh, here. Actually, let me figure out this one more time. If not, whatever. I'll find the video another time. Okay. I think that should have done it. I think. I have no idea. I can't even tell. It's starting to annoy me. Oh. There's something. Give us some time. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Les Twitter. Okay. Boom. Oh God, here it is. Why did you poke the frog? Here we go. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. You guys soak all of this in. Look at his. Look at the face. Look at it. Oh no. Oh God. Play, damn you. Damn you. What the fuck? What just happened? I broke it. Damn it. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna have to let it play over. What the fuck? Come on. Oh. Oh God. Okay. Here we go.
What's wrong, Bowie?
No. Twitter, you're being slow. Oh my God.
Why did you poke the frog? But it's
Oh my God. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Oh fuck! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh fuck! He doesn't even have his shoe on the right slipper. He doesn't. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh fuck! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh, that's such a good one. That's a goodie. That is a goodie. Oh, man. Oh, God, okay. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Oh, jeez. Whew. Oh, man. Oh. Oh my God. Dios mío. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, look at here. I have drinks. I got some drinks. Cool. Oh, cheers, everybody.
Ah. It is hard.
It seems I have drinks. I have drinks presented for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one you want to drink first? I'll take this one. You want part of this?
Oh, you're actually offering? Hey, I mean, if you want, sure.
Get a glass somewhere.
I didn't know you were actually being serious. I was just being like, oh, there's drinks. Goodness.
Stop by today or visit Mercedes-BenzWilsonville.com. Clyde Lewis and Ground Zero, FM News 101. It's randomly moving north, south, east, west, just random. You know, just stopping, going the other direction. It looks like a 40-foot long tic-tac, no wings. It's unexplained disturbance, and the hysteria that is causing are incredible. Moving too slowly to be a comet or meteor, what red panic has gripped the country as
Let's hold it just that, right?
Yeah, it's just...
Let you have something else.
Nah, that's crack cocaine in there. I have, like, gigantic, absurdly fat rocks.
Enjoy it.
I got foam. Sweet.
There you go, man.
Look at my tremendous foam. I'll just have to let that sit. I'll just have to let that sit now. Would I? Poor baby. What, the frog or the kid? Remember the Trump wall scam him? The funder commissioned a section of it to be built. I hope he know that everyone in that got scammed. And they're idiots and they don't deserve to get refunded because they're dupes. It's just like, yeah, he fell for some guy's scam and he got virtue points because he was a vet. It's like, look, you're a vet, so I do have the respect for that, but you're just a piece of shit. It's just like you just basically scammed people of, I don't even know how many dollars, like at least a good million or so out of a bunch of people. Like, not like a million out of one person, but like collectively. But it's just like, I mean, it's like, damn, you're a scam motherfucker. Yeah. Well, you know what? No on both points. Because for, at least currently, I
just get somebody $21 million.
Now they are in trouble in New Mexico. I'm not surprised. Kind of like that interesting question. Should we be terrified of not being alone, or should we be terrified of being alone? For me, it's neither. like, it's given that we're probably not, but at least how it stands now, we are. At least just with our perspective, we are. But that doesn't mean necessarily that there probably isn't, because there's definitely a chance that there is some out there potentially. Just where? That's kind of the question. When what we do know, very much out yet. Eventually, as we learn more exoplanets and learn more about those planets, and then potentially learn more about its contents and its components and its structure, then maybe one of them might look very habitable. And we actually did find a lot of habitable exoplanets so far, because we found like thousands of them. And out of those thousands, there's a few hundred that have some probability of habitable components. And out of those hundreds of them, there's probably a good, like, 500 maybe or more, give or take, that are potentially actually habitable for even us. Let's see, we're in a new color about. I'm breaking it in. But yeah, what of it?
What's up, man?
I mean, you gotta admit the scale parts are kind of cool. I like the scales. It's kind of why I got it. I was just like, I like green. Just like that emerald green. And also, that scale design looks just really cool anyway. I kind of wish it went a little bit more round, but it's whatever. It still looks really cool. I like it.
What, baby? You gonna go potty? Or you want me to hold you? Come here.
No, if I get my own mine, it'll probably be his. Let my dog wear it.
You are spoiled rotten. You think I love you. No, it's had to come and bug me. Do you love you? Yeah.
It's starting to get thick again. Gotta. Don't we have the erasers or something?
What?
Don't we have like a razor that we can kind of keep this like fluff all trimmed down a bit?
Yeah, I have some left, yeah.
Yeah. Because especially for the summer, he's gonna need some.
I've got to go to the
you got it. Yeah, because he needs to get his
nails trimmed.
Yeah.
The only thing is, when brother,
you came by that one day. Yeah,
he picked
they're
up
not.
the entire box.
Well, yeah, so we're kind of limbo. So we're all alone. There's numerous uses in different dimensions. They're under here. I'm not. What? Numerous uses in the different dimensions. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, unless you mean like the fact that there's different properties in different dimensions. If you mean that, then well, that's kind of a given. I mean, but that's really confusing more than anything. But I mean, the reason why I argue is just look at the whole vastness of it, of the Silver Universe, and also look at its own complexity. Like the complexity of our world is vast. You know, of our own world is superb. And then you look at our own solar system, and it in itself is pretty complex. And then you look at all the different solar systems in this galaxy, and then other galaxies that have their own solar systems. All of them complex and in their own different ways, and in superb ways as well. And like, I know there's like a fucking planet out there that's pretty much made up of the same component as a diamond. So there's like a diamond planet out there. There's a planet out there that literally absorbs 99% of all light that gets attracted to it, or it's more like 90%, somewhere around those margins. And then, like, there's a lot of different planets out there that have so many different complex formulations of its structure, and there's always a chance that, you know, life in itself is probably even more complex than we can even realize. Like, there's a potential for sulfate-based life, or just as much as there is with carbon-based life like us, and like with what's on this world. And there's also potentially to probably be other life forms based on other different properties. And And if they exist, it would be quite a very complex thing for us to try to understand. And maybe for a period of time we might not even realize it's alive yet, unless it overtly shows that it is. So it's like the nuance of if there is life out there is very complex, because I think the definite answer is yes, but it's almost like putting the cart before the horse, because you're basically putting the conclusion before the evidence. And we don't have the evidence yet, but just considering the vastness of the universe in itself, with all the different galaxies in it, but the vastness of our own galaxy. And knowing all the different solar systems that are within these galaxies, including ours, there's definitely a probable chance that there's life like us out there. As well, or at least similar to us. I won't say like us in a sense of us, but in like intelligence and sentience and consciousness with technology and awareness, essentially, awareness of self and emotion and all that, everything, in that type of sense. Able to have very complex thought. So that type of life. And when it comes to basic life, like bacterias or even plant life too, to some extent, I would say it's a given that it will be out there potentially. Our own solar system is almost at this point, given that it has life elsewhere in the solar system here, but it's just bacterial life, like small microbes and things of that nature. So it's not too different from what we have here on our own planet. I mean, it is different considering where it exists, but in its structure and complexity, it's no different to what we would see in like a drop of water here at home. Oops. I'm dropping shit. White holes emit 100% light. There's not a probability that they exist, though. There isn't any evidence of them that they could potentially exist. At least not what we currently know of. But even other scientists that talk about the theory say that's highly unlikely. Sure, other planets, organisms have progressed up to higher levels. That's a possibility. I mean, there is a chance that there's life that is far more advanced than us, but there's also a chance that there's life that's just as advanced as us, and given the time spectrum. And then there's chances that there's life that's slightly more primitive than us. And what I mean by slightly, I mean by like maybe 1,000 years, or maybe 2,000, 3,000, maybe 10,000 even. Like Iron Age level, or Bronze Age, Stone Age level shit. I mean, we're kind of seeing another form of life enter the Stone Age. Chimps. I mean, they're like a lot of different chimp populations are starting to enter into the Stone Age, given that they're starting to formulate more complex tools, given what they already know about how to do basic rudimentary tools. So, knowing that, it's potential that given a couple more generations, maybe not a couple more, maybe a dozen more generations or so, we'll probably start seeing significant evolution of chimps, possibly. Same thing with gorillas and other primates. I'm sure they used to say same of black holes. Not that I remember looking into research about it, because with black holes, they for a while it was a theory, and then it was at least proven mathematically, and now recently we have actual physical evidence with a picture with M87. So it's because that there needs to be actual evidence of these things, and it needs to actually be proven with this evidence and data, and with the research to show, hey, these things do actually exist. And then but we also were able to realize this later on with pictures of what, at the center of galaxies and other systems where there actual were black holes there. And we just couldn't actually see them, but we knew they were there. And they were proven to up to that point. But we never were able to get an actual formulated picture up until recently. Which that is probably that picture is probably the most the most fascinating picture I've ever seen, honestly. It's so simple. It's a very simple image, but there's a certain, at least for me, there's a certain impact about that image where it's more understanding of how our solar system and how our own universe works. We are products of organisms, plant growing up, evolutionary facilities to the fact that it must be the same elsewhere. Exactly, yeah. I mean, if evolution has happened here with life here, it's granted and given and necessary for it to happen elsewhere. I would be so fascinated to understand how life evolved on other planets. I would love to know about extraterrestrial evolutionary biology. If that ever starts becoming a field, in my lifetime, man, I will, and I ever have kids, I am making sure they grow up to be interested in that shit. I want them to know about that stuff, and I want them to, get invested into it.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner, but thankfully, there's Home Advisor. Home Advisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of project. You can read reviews of the pros, check their availability, even appointments online. And what my wife loves most is that Home Advisor is completely free to use. Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app to get started.
Hallelujah!
I'm going very far. It's too uncomfortable. I'm in a hurry. Sometimes I just forget. There's no such thing as a good excuse for not buckling up. You're only putting yourself at risk of injury or death. It could also cost you lots of money. Cops are writing tickets, so why take the risk? Do the smart thing and start buckling up every trip, day or night. Click it.
We don't understand a small part of this universe offers us. Yeah. Actually, I'm honestly was thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about this pretty important quote, and it's something I think we should also remember about the universe. The universe is not obligated to make sense to you. That's the quote. Because we're in a vast, complex thing, and there's a lot we obviously still currently don't understand, and it's not obligated to be understandable. Maybe, it's not obligated to give us an understanding of how it works. In essence, we as a species and how we have advanced, have only built a construct of what we perceive how we understand the universe. Granted, it's legitimately the most accurate way to have it represented and to have us to understand it, and it's a very crucial, beneficial thing of how we do understand it. However, the universe is not obligated to make sense to us, because there's a lot of phenomena about it that we generally do not understand, and sometimes those might just be anomalies that we'll just never be able to understand over time. And maybe we won't. It will just have to depend on those anomalies. I'm always keeping an open mind to grow. You do a great fat.
Great offers on our big selection of Toyotas next through June 3rd. You can get the reliable Toyota you need to get you to all the events.
I mean, also on top of having an open mind, it always is good to have at least a decent sense of balance of skepticism as well. Because if there's something that is extraordinary, I like to pull a Carl Sagan quote: "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." So, when it comes to certain claims that people always make, you might want to. Sometimes it's best to have the open mind shut for a second and be like, in question. Like, I think that's the key thing about having an open mind, is also to be questioning of what is open about it. Because a part of having, to me at least, a part of having an open mind is to also try to understand and question other perspectives and try to understand those perspectives more. Which is why I am such an advocate, for meeting with, people who I might vehemently disagree with, but I'm willing to break bread with and talk with, because a part of that is having an open mind to try to understand their perspective more and question them on it, and obviously have a sense of skepticism with that too. And at least for me, that's how I try to always keep an open mind, because I think for anyone who's ever come across me, even in real life especially, they'll always I even always get it that I'm a really chill, laid back dude, and always open-minded to hear what people have to say and stuff, and even if I disagree with it, because a part of that is because I don't, just because you have, let's say you're super vehemently anti-abortion for whatever perspective reason, I might disagree with it, and I'm going to try to show you my perspective and try to open with my open mind, try to open my perspective as well to that. Because for me, on top of having an open mind, is to be kind of open about your own perspectives when talking to people, too. That's why, I never mind, having you mention your thing, perspectives, even though sometimes I disagree with it. But, because it's, part of trying to understand somebody more. So, and a part of having that open mind. So, back for the example of someone being vehemently anti-abortion, even though they might not change their views, or might not have or might not change their perspective whatsoever, or maybe even slightly, they, I can still at least find other issues that we could talk about and might agree with, just because we have one big disagreement. So looking on a scale of evolution, we are more highly evolved, and then so faster. Why can't we grow one back or lose one? Is it not having ability or not knowing how to use it? Wait, what? So look on a scale of evolution, are we more highly evolved than them? Well, what would be them? That'll be the question. Oh, so back it up to here. In the line of evidence, just for a thought, if starfish loses one of its limbs, it just goes a new one. Oh, well, that's an evolutionary trait that it's developed. So it's a trait that we just have never evolved with. So, but that actually makes more sense for this one. So, looking on a scale of evolution of more highly evolved than the starfish. So if that's true, why can't we grow one back? Or if we lose one, is it not have an ability or not know how to use it? Well, again, it's because it's due to their evolutionary tree. They evolved differently than us. So you can see this with other animals too, not just the starfish, but they do have an ability to grow limbs back or grow parts of their body back, essentially. And a part of our evolution, we just don't. And which shows the fallibility of our own bodies, essentially, because we are highly evolved. I mean, I will still say that. However, it just shows that life is very fallible and very fragile. And a part of how the starfish has evolved to try to overcome that is to regrow its limbs. For us, well, we just have to, in this point, just have artificial limbs until, transhumanistic artificial limbs become into a factor. Then we can actually, essentially, grow our arm back, because we'll have, a full-functioning transhumanist arm or some shit. According to the views of what stage is a baby human being when he has a heartbeat. When the nervous system is fully functioned, but even then, it's not a human being yet. It's being developed. The fetus is developing into a human, and when born, will be a human baby. But until then, it's while developing to be that, not necessarily that yet. I mean, for me, like, unless it's under certain circumstances, I would, disencourage abortion after the count of viability, which would be around when a nervous system is fully developed within the fetus. So, unless there's terminal illness to the baby, or there's risk of the mother and the baby that will happen during birth, or there's a terminal illness that the baby has that will die very shortly after birth, or there's a very severe mental illness. Like, unless there's certain specific conditions, I would essentially discourage it at that point, because by that point, I don't think the mother changed her mind to do a morning after pill at that point. And also, if they still don't want to have the baby, they can have a set for adoption. So, and then the child could still be raised in a environment where it will be taken care of and loved by some people who want to have a kid. So, I would say that. And before that, it's, just a bundle of cells and stuff. So it can be seen on a monitor. You can see it before then too. Monitor scans are definitely more advanced than they have been. So the images are better than they used to be. So we can see them even before they're fully viable as that. So what stage would you vote for abortion being allowed? It's very. This as I type it, lol. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just kind of how Roe v. Wade did it. How that bill was formed, which is like, it is the woman's right to do so, and she has every right to have one if she wants to. I just think, for after a certain point of viability, and unless given some very specific conditions, it should be discouraged and disallowed, I would think. But beyond that, I don't really got that much of an issue for it. So, yeah. Well, speaking of which, you're talking about on the fucking news. That's all you give as a fucking context?
Republican leaders insisted the case is over and it is time to move on. Louisiana is poised to become the
I didn't think I would agree with the Republicans, but I actually kind of agree. Can we, unless they're actually going to focus on the financial crimes that Trump's committed, move the fuck on. At this point, it's, at this point, it's just best to try to just vote him out. There's just no way. Elections are the ball's kind of starting to roll, so it's better to just go through that procedure. Plus, it won't look as bad. It won't make the Dems look as shittier than they already are.
Boeing CEO is finally speaking out after 2 crashes of 737 MAX planes that killed nearly 350 people. Dennis Muhlenberg spoke in an exclusive interview with CBS's Nora O'Donnell.
I do personally apologize to the families. I feel terrible about
Oh, fuck off, Boeing. You are trash. What the fuck, you? Oh, we feel so bad for the families that we just decided to bypass procedures and safety regulations and not add the actual safety requirements and computer systems into our fucking planes so they don't crash. Fuck you, Boeing. What garbage. God, that got me fucking riled. Jesus Christ.
Very slowly. But down by 221 points today. This is
Like, I have such a fucking passion for flying. So when it comes to, like, aircraft, I always want it to be the most safest thing, you know, that could be in the air for people. So, you know, especially, you know, me, because, like, I think about that. And I love flying. I fucking love it. There's something about being being up in the air and seeing the world so high up and just not, you know, just being, it's just like, basically like, I mean, commercial flying's a little bit different, but like, if you were to be like in a small aircraft or whatever, just a few people and just seeing the world so high up, I mean, there's something about that, and you know, like, and just nothing really fucking gets to me than when these manufacturers for these aircraft bypass safety regulations and bypass, you know, bypassing adding on these safety equipment to their and proper computers into their aircraft, so they're calibrated properly and so they can fly correctly. This is how these aircraft crash was. They didn't have a proper computer system, so the malfunctioning one was thinking that it wasn't flying level, so it kept nosediving, and the pilots kept trying to get control, and, well, it fucking goes ramming into the ground. So, and Boeing cuts it just for a little extra fucking money. That's all they give a shit about. Especially with them being military manufacturers, selling off to being a military contractor. What the fuck, man? Wow, I'm fucking salty now, dude. Holy fuck. Man, that motherfucking spokesperson really got on my skin. Whether that motherfucker was. Oh my god. Motherfucking close. Holy shit. Ah! Don't worry about the need for responsibility. Also, deception is bother me. I moved on from this one. Motherfucker, dude. Fuck. Wow, I am just now like, I'm just riled up now. Whew, jeez. Ugh. God damn. Like, it really honestly astonishes me, considering the reality of what Boeing and on top of all these other military contractors like do when it comes to like human like the callousness of like how they value human fucking life. It's so astonishing to me. Like we have a system that doesn't have an actual value of what human life is. And we have corporations and businesses that doesn't take a human value into consideration about what an actual fucking man's worth, or you know, what a person's worth is. And then even when it comes commercially, especially commercially, that's the best way they do it. Like, take those 737 MAX aircraft. They purposely bypassed their system, the safety regulations, purposely, just so they can make a little extra fucking money. And for the families who unnecessarily had their family members die, and the people who unneededly needed to just fucking die, for fucking what? I mean, people view it differently when it happens, you know, more at home, when it's just a commercial aircraft. But then they don't realize the more bigger perspective of this. Because on a different level, they do the same thing militarily. They go out and manufacture weapons for Boeing, specifically aircraft, to launch these fucking weapons. Same with a few other industries. And then a lot of these targets end up being markets, schools, just random civilian targets, essentially. The whole big thing about why Julian Assange is being in prison right now, with the whole the freedom of the press being at risk here at home because of this, was because Chelsea Manning released information that our U.S. military literally was actively killing civilians. And they're still doing it. We still do it. Still do it to this day. We're not going to stop. We're actively participating in a genocide in fucking Yemen. And our military equipment is being sold to Saudi Arabia. And guess what all that equipment is made from? The same manufacturers I'm talking about right here. Raytheon, Halliburton, Lockheed Martin, Grumman, fucking Boeing. All of them. And there's more I'm missing. Grinds my fucking gears. Well, I think I ranted about as much as I can on that subject. Fuck. That one really got to me. That one got to me so hard. That got me salty. Salty Paul, round as a ball. You know what? Kind of feeling a little musical, actually. I'm gonna bring my bass. I'm gonna get that shit out. Why not? Can't say much because we have slightly different opinions on military needs. Yeah, you didn't want to face the wrath, I see, huh? Oops. Musical intermission? Maybe. soon now. We get it's all worked out since you had a cause. You eventually just roll up papers to get you stop sparking. Oh, fuck you. Oh, no. 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 Mm-mm. Motherfucker, come on. My position was getting out of whack, and now it got me all whacked out. God damn. What's going on here? Chain. Just a bunch of chains. Just a bunch of chains. I'm getting like string burn off that. Been doing this the entire time. Giving me that interesting effect. But it's burning my finger. And since you clogged up, you've been bitchy. Dr. Joe to the rescue. Oh my god. Well, yeah, because I've been a little clogged up a bit. I tell you, reckon what? Gotta learn this one. I actually remember learning this once. That's how that goes, okay. Nah. Didn't suit personality. To be blunt, if YouTube allows me to say, you need to take a good shit, and that's my prognosis. You don't think I want? You don't think I'm not wishing I had that right now? Good sir. Good sir, you. Or I did that look already, actually. Ah, I just farted right out of nowhere right there. I mean, brain fart.
Oh man, what you got? $25.
Nice.
Nope, nothing. Let it come. Write it to me.
Cool.
Soon and what? How come I haven't got wearing my leader? Also, she said keep the meter on all the time because you get $10 a week plus whatever you're getting.
Yeah.
Just to make them saying.
Oops.
Also, you can go online and register for a sweepstakes and $7,000 sweepstakes in there. Giveaway. Yeah, we'll do it yet.
Cool.
I can touch a little bit faster. It had a while. Take a while to get me my Outlook updated. Marvelous. Palooza?
I think I'll be working, so I don't think I'll be able to.
It's something for Harley.
Yeah, I think him and Stefan are going.
Yeah, that's the naked back race.
Yep. So going to Gonzo Stefan's 23rd. Ain't it? Well, I'm not going to be in town. What if it's in town? I'm not.
When y'all leaving, you know?
19th to the 23rd. I mean, I guess I could probably come back, but I don't know what time I'll be back.
Really?
So, I'd like to see Mastodon though. I don't know the other bands, so it'll be an interesting surprise. I like Mastodon though.
I can't even believe Bob Goldthwait's in there. He has to be old. He was crazy back in the day.
Let's just say he ain't now.
Huh?
Let's just say he ain't now.
He's old. I don't know. But he used to be. You remember Bob Goldthwait?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a screamer.
Hey.
Yeah! Appa! Go! Hey, you know, he's a screamer too. So crazy.
Hey. Mrs. Approve.
But it's still fascinating to see how this is all playing out. Go to the phone now at 877-723-1011. That's 877-723-1011. We go to Jeff in Oklahoma.
I thought she was going to call him. She called me earlier, and I thought she was going to call the phone. And I didn't realize she was coming over, and I saw a car pull up. And so, okay. She talked to me about that, you know. I talked about Mom about using it until she gets out. Yeah, about mine had been sick. And
Wait, what?
I told her I'd been sick and had been wearing mine because I'd been sick.
Oh. Oh yeah, the phone call thing. Oh, I was like looking. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I think I still have mine on here. I was gonna meet a chick on that a little later. See how all that's going and stuff.
Well, I'm not doing very much.
Probably I'm getting a little decent shebang bang. I'm thinking. I guess I don't know.
The clips are get off.
Well, I got a full life. Yeah. I do. Unless humanity wants to just destroy itself before then maybe I don't. Boop.
That sets off the dogs, too.
I know. I notice this when I go to bed.
Only 31 points today. Yesterday was 50. So this week's 87 and 144 last week.
Actually, I quadruple that number, sir. I probably honestly do.
60 points for a $10,000 entry. Could do that online.
Oh, well, look who the little punk is. He's coming back.
Oh no. You miss me?
Hi, buddy. What do you want? What are you looking at me like that for? Wait, what? 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 What, do you want up here? What, do you want to hang out? Want to say hi to the chat or something? You want to say hello to the chat? You have to, like, let me know. Just staring at me like that doesn't acknowledge me or anything. You want up here? No? Hey. Well, fuck you too.
Oh.
I offer attention. Oh, well, screw you too, you little punk.
Don't you want to be on air? No.
He's just like, no. He's got like a little double. He's got like the fork beard going on. We should like get like in some like dog friendly hair gel and just like have it like come out. Just like have his hair all those
trimmers. Like I said, I just didn't have any trimmers in there. And they didn't trim them constantly. They just filed them down. So one of these is all curled up.
Yeah. Something like Mom, where she'll like trim where
Yeah,
points
I'll
where to
let you
bleed.
hit me when I get them, because Bella's going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
I'm dying.
You just really don't. It's just like. Hey. Do you want to be like held or not, or were you just like happy with what you had?
No, we weren't there. You're like a stupid. You're stupid, baby.
You just. Hi. Come here. Hi. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Come here.
Here, get on line.
You're gonna force him. I'm trying to coax him. I want to coax him. Little poor punk.
Yeah, there's my baby.
Look at this boy. He's just like, no. I looked like I was about to get him. His ears perked up. It was like, ooh.
I don't want to hold you. I've been on you all day since I got up this morning. You're sleeping in all night. You're just in a fucking shadow, baby.
You truly are a goof.
Oh man, that jealous shit. And I'm still got shit coming out system.
My sister don't come out. I'm in the shadows. You don't see it. Well, I mean, a little bit, I guess. I actually kind of shaved off a lot of my sides down to the bare. Kind of getting all fresh. Hopefully that does something. Does something good. Poor baby. Oh. Looks like he's not. It looks like he hasn't had enough. He's just debating on which one.
I'm playing a game. So? You know what you want to do there? Oh, man. But I did think I'd be further down than what I was.
Yeah.
It's a poker game, so let's see that. Well, if you don't wear it, they send some lay down and give you $25.
Huh. Is it kind of come out? I guess the shadows kind of show it coming. Last time I saw your face, bitchy. Jeez. What did I ever do to you, sir? What did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to you, good sir? Ah! Look at the power off this thing. Nothing. Just one little humble light is struggling, and the rest are just none.
Battery system.
Where's the little screw? I'm gonna see what batteries these take, because I may have some.
Come here, baby. Come here, I'll hold you. Okay.
Oh no. Hey, how does this screw on? What the hell, man? Okay, I think I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna be over here so I don't lose these. I'm probably gonna sit down so that's even better so I don't lose these. And they're just right here. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, magnetic tip. That's cool. That's awesome. I didn't even realize the screwdriver had a magnetic tip. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Ah, triple A's. What the hell? I don't have triple A's. Well, do we have triple A's in there?
We might have some in there.
Oh, I guess it's worth the check here. Oh, we have 2. We need 3. Oh, well, hold on. I might have 3.
I'm tired.
I gotta take a piss at an inconvenient time. What the hell? Get in there, you Panasonic sons of bitches. Oh, flip
I'm tired.
Oh, well, you know, they don't work. Fun.
Well, that sucks.
Well, I found more, so that's good. There we go. I go to the bathroom in the most inconvenient time. What the hell? What the hell? These ones should definitely work. If not, I will actually be triggered. Get yourself in there. Hey, there we go. These bad boys work, I tell you what. Okay, because I cannot really afford to wait any longer. I'm going to run away.
I'm sick. Oh, man. Rat flush. Let's get some nipples. Something there. Just make it here. It is. Things over that. Nice.
So much better.
Huh?
So much better. Ah, go fuck! Oh.
You do?
Oh, I'm blind. God, fuck! Whoa! Holy shit!
What was it? On that light?
I think I've seen the light. Holy shit! Whoa!
Is it bright?
A little bit. Whoa. Okay. I need to like. Fuck. Ah! Wow. Whoa. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I can still see it. Like I can still see the lights. I'm being serious. I still see it. What the fuck,
Have you
dude?
seen the light?
I've seen the light.
And now you feel better. You understand what's all about.
Oh my god, I have. Oh my goodness. Oh. Jeez, that like put a reset on my brain. Holy shit. I didn't even... Damn. I'm like, that disoriented me. Holy crap. I don't know if I'm gonna use this now. Holy crap. My god. Whoa.
Kind of like Dad's light?
Kind of. I think I might have... I don't know if it was because I had it right directly to the face, but I think it might have been a little brighter. Ah. Whoa.
Where's your sister? Where's your sister?
Oh, holy crap. Goodness gracious. Stop. God, I gotta hear what it sounded like when that happened.
No one seems.
Oh, this little ant that still has its wings.
It's him.
Hi, buddy. Look at this little guy. Look at him chilling. He just kind of waltzed his way up there.
Should I?
He won't get off.
Can't play. No, you can't play. You don't have. That's what I wanted was if I could do. Okay, you don't mind. Okay, damn.
He's a goof.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm not gonna do that again. We're gonna have
that is bright.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to not have it like blind the living shit out of me. I guess that kind of works because it kind of gives me a decent little shadow line. So whatever. That works, I guess. Have it just kind of off. Because holy shit, that is bright, but giggity.
Shit.
I got AA, C, and D batteries. I need AAA. I got AAA right here, a whole box. It's not going to help me, by the way, but it's okay. I already fixed it. I already got it fixed. So, it's all good. It's all good. Man. But that was absurd. I was like, oh, the lights! And I was like, shit!
Ah, fuck.
It's like I was blinded! I'm blinded to be born, oh shit! You expecting something from me now? Oh my god, you are getting kind of fat.
Oh.
We're getting a little fat. Oh no. Oh no. Poor buddy.
You getting fat, baby?
You get a little blubbergumptious bear. If that's what's going on. Got a little thick going on, so that's what's happening here. Is that what I'm seeing? Finally after 2 hours, I could see you. Oh my goodness. Hey, I had that moment when I was outside for a bit. Alright? I had that moment where I was outside. So, you could see me then. Blah, blah, blah. Get all in there.
Thank you. You're so kind to me.
You're welcome.
You made me money. Yeah. This is real. Yeah, you know. Okay. I just glad I wasn't so far behind. I thought to me way back in the red.
Oh no, that would have been bad. Oh my god.
I was in red. Then it's anything below 99 players is ace in the red, and then the rest is in the, until you get to the other than anything 1 to 30 you get better points, and 30 through 99 you're okay, but
yeah, after
99 then you're solid.
Damn.
I was kind of worried about that. So I have to binge playing, but not bad.
The bear's really gotten attached to you.
Yeah.
He's really gotten attached to you.
Yeah, he loves me. You figure out the TV? It all his channels.
And the skibbity boops and the biggity bops and the bibbity boops.
Yeah, just go shop there for a little bit. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow morning.
It is.
It is.
In fact, it's tomorrow night.
And remember to call your mom. She misses you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was gonna give her.
Been talking to her.
Yeah, I was gonna give her. Yeah, I was gonna give her a golden eye anyway.
She wanted you to call.
Had that mine's genders.
Oh shit, I'm tired. Maybe you just went to sit back in my lap, baby. I'm tired. You're not gonna bang me, are you? Come here, little baby.
You just think you're just gonna get all these achievements. I'm just going to. You just like literally like that, just like. Just like what the fuck? It was like whoa. It was like whoa. This thing. This warm but absurd thing.
And some Geritol or something. Yeah.
Hi, buddy. What do I do? Come here.
Burn my baby's nose.
I won't. Damn, son, sounds like you just done murked yourself.
I didn't. This stuff must be going around because the Xfinity guy, see, he had it for about 16 days or so, and she said she had it about a couple of weeks ago. Just
damn.
It's just,
Yeah, it must be a real bad flu going on or something. Yeah, I'm not. Luckily, whatever it is, I haven't really been. Maybe I'm immune to it because I haven't gotten it.
that's good. You don't want it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like I want it.
Good, damn, I pulled this thing off my bill. Put it back.
Want dead batteries? Do they actually go in there? Hold on, let me see what it says. I guess that's so. Oh, it looks like you got your speaker.
What?
When you spittled.
What about my speaker? Gonna send me spit on it or something?
What you doing? You're the only one who did.
Alright, man. And then somebody's phone's down there, man. That phone's phone.
It's your own phone, sir.
Unless I spilled something.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be good. Yeah, it's okay now. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you pathetic thing. I had California making out with Carl visiting. I could hear him now. I don't know. He isn't here to delve into what's going on. It may be something, but it may be not. You'll have to tell when he comes by, if he ever does, one of these streams. I think he's still flying home, if I'm not mistaken.
This is one of yours. It's yours. That's your box.
Oh, I already had everything.
Yeah, man. Oh. 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 Yeah, do remember to call it before it gets too late. Touch base.
Let me get my lighter. Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to do tonight.
Okay.
Let her know about my corn dog scenario.
Oh, you let your mom know that yet? Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so terrible. I mean, I think I have finally surpassed it all. I don't know. Because I still feel kind of like shit from it, but I mean, definitely better. But ugh, it knocked me out for a bit. Like all day yesterday, I was just destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was about to do my floor, and then Tyler showed up, and he was inebriated. So that was interesting. Huh?
I wasn't even right here. Dad was. Who was?
No, Tyler was when he showed up.
Oh, Tyler was. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god. I was like, Stefan, damn you. I was like, why didn't you... I thought everyone was coming over. What the fuck? Like, I was expecting everyone else to be like, hey, what's up? No, it was just him. And I was just like, oh. It's like, Stefan couldn't stay? It's like, fuck. He left me alone with a drunkard. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you. So I'll give you props on that one, Stefan. Just dropping off your drunks to me. Guess that's just what I am, the drunk cast for the night.
Oh.
Instead of an officer pulling you over and bringing you into the jailhouse, it's you bringing him into my drunk house. It's not a jailhouse, it's a drunk house. Stefan left us. He left us quite a while ago. Like, he left around the time we started talking about, like, the universe and shit. Somewhere around that time. Which is quite a while ago. What are friends for? I guess that's true. Anyway, well, we gotta wrap this up, so peace out, everybody. And I think I'll see y'all in the next one. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, deuces.